Night time. Bye. Oh, hello. Welcome to Camp Read a Lot. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and I am so excited that you're here with me at camp. You know, camp is a great, fun place to learn and, of course, to have fun. We are going to spend our days reading and talking and singing and playing games and doing all kinds of activities that will help us become strong readers, because that's what we need to do in the summertime to keep our brain growing and getting stronger. I'm so excited that you're here with me today. Parents, this summer while you're at home, I have a tip for you. Make reading time an event at your house. Set aside a time every day where everyone just stops what they're doing and reads. You can read together, you can all read something separate, but make it an event and something fun so that your kids see how important reading is. You might even read a book that's been made into a movie, and when you're finished, make some popcorn, have some snacks, and watch the movie together. Then talk about how the movie's different than the book. Make it part of your family routine, and your kids will reap the benefits of you showing them that reading is a great way to spend their time. All right, campers, are you ready for our song? Hello, readers. Hello, writers. Hello, campers. I'm glad you're here today. Hello, readers. Hello, writers. Hello, campers. I'm glad you're here today. Great job. Okay, it's time for our Scout Pledge. Do you remember? All right, on my honor, I will do my best to be kind to everyone, to have a smile on my face and a song in my heart. Great job. You did that very well. All right, my friends, I hope you had fun in your reading adventures. And today I have another story we're going to share that I think you're going to love. But before we do that, let's train our ears for sound. And we're going to play a rhyming game today. Do you think you're ready for that? Great. All right, now remember, rhyming words have the same ending part. That's what makes them rhyme. Have you seen Scooter? I can't find him. I know, it's the same thing every morning, right? But where could he be? I'm not sure. Scooter, Scooter. Hey, Scooter. I don't see him. Let's see, I better look low. Oh, I should look up high. Do you see him? What? In the tree? No, I don't see him in the tree. Another tree? Back here? No? Where? Over, oh, by the tent. Okay, gotcha. All right. What are you doing in the tree? Oh my goodness. Well, yes, I know you're a squirrel and squirrels get in trees, but that's not where you're supposed to be right now. Get out of the tree. Oh, you're stuck. How'd you get so tangled up in the tree? Oh my goodness. Oh, for Pete's sake, what am I gonna do with you? Feed you s'mores. That's his answer for everything, isn't it? Feed him s'mores. Yeah. I don't know about you. We're gonna play a rhyming game, and look, the campers are here. Oh, yeah. And they've been waiting for you because you weren't where you were supposed to be. Oh, are you ready now? Okay. All right. Today, we're going to use pictures to help us rhyme. I'm going to tell you the name of 3 pictures, but only 2 of them rhyme, and you're going to need to tell me which 2 rhyme. Are you ready to try it with us? Great. All right, let's take a look. All right. Can you see it? Okay. All right, we have frog, snake, dog. Frog, snake, dog. Do you hear two that have the same ending part to make them rhyme? Let's check it out. Frog, snake. Frog, og, snake, ache. Those are not the same, are they? Og and ache. Those don't rhyme. Okay, should we try frog and dog? Oh, look what Scooter says. Yes, frog, og, and dog, og. They both say og. Frog, dog, they both say og. Great rhyming. All right, let's try the next one. We have rock, bear, chair. Did you hear two that rhyme? You did? Tell me what they are. Oh, that is excellent. Let's see if our campers got it. Did you get it, campers? Bear, chair. They both say air. Great job. You are excellent at rhyming. Good work. All right, let's try the next one. Rope, soap, cake. Did you hear the rhyme? Rope, soap, cake. What do you think? Let's see if you have the same answer as Scooter. Okay, what did you say? Okay, Scooter, they said rope and soap. Yes! Oh, he's very excited. Rope, soap, they both say ope. What does cake have at the end? Ache. Very good. K, ache. So that is not the same as ope, is it? Great job rhyming. You did terrific. You are excellent rhymers. All right, I have a joke for you. I looked and looked through my joke book, and I think you're gonna really, really, really like this one. Okay, are you ready? All right. What do you call an alligator in a vest? Now, do you know what a vest is? You know the little jacket without sleeves? Okay, so what do you call an alligator in a vest? You don't know? Do you know? An investigator. Oh, an investigator, get it? Oh, hey. He never likes my jokes. You know what? I think that I'm going to give you the number of s'mores for the times that you clap for my jokes. Oh, now he's clapping for my jokes. See how he is? All right. Hey, it's time for our catch of the day. Are you ready? Okay. And what? No, we're not having s'mores right now. Later. So let's get to our catch of the day so we can get to our story. You know where to go. All right. Now don't go anywhere else. Stay right there. Stay. Oh, I have to keep my eye on that guy. All right. Our words for today are encourage. Encourage. Do you know what it means to encourage? It means to give support or advice to someone that they will do or continue to do something. So I like to encourage you to keep reading because it's going to make your brain stronger. All right, how about this one? This is confident. Confident. That means to have the feeling or to believe that you can do something really well and that you can be successful. Isn't that cool? So be confident that you can be a great reader. All right, let's see this one. Oh, I love this. Inspire, inspire. Inspire means to provide an idea or give someone the idea to try something. So when you inspire someone, that means they're taking your idea and they're going to try it themselves. All right, let's see. And our last word is sequence. Sequence. That means the order that things happen in, the sequence of events would be what happens at the beginning of the story, or the middle, or the end. That's the sequence. They go in order. All right, great job. Today, I have a story for you that is one, I know, I say it every week, one of my favorite stories, but this one is so good. This is about community building and making sure that everyone feels like they belong. And so I want you to really pay close attention to this story and see if you see any evidence of the characters helping people feel like they belong. And then we'll talk some more about it. The story I have for you today is called The Dot. The Dot. And let me put on my reading tools so that I can have a better vision. And this is by Peter Reynolds. And Peter Reynolds did the illustrations, that's the artwork, and he did the words. That means he's also the author. Remember, that could be something that you want to do when you grow up. All right, let's find out. Let's jump into our story, The Dot. Remember, this is our front cover and our back cover. Look how beautiful our title page is in this story. It's a nice, great, big words, The Dot. All right, let's see what we have here. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Has that ever happened to you? Vashti's teacher leaned over and looked at the blank paper. Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm, she said. Very funny, said Vashti. I just can't draw. Why would she say it looked like a polar bear in a snowstorm? What color's the paper? What color's a polar bear? White. What color's a snowstorm? White. So, do you see why she said that? Her teacher smiled. Just make a mark and see where it takes you. Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. There. How do you think she's feeling? Can you see her face? She's feeling a little frustrated, isn't she? Frustrated is when you just feel, upset, and you're kind of anxious and just a little bit mad and a little bit sad all at the same time. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, now sign it. Vashti thought for a moment. Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the dot that she had drawn. Her dot, all framed in swirly gold. See what the teacher had done? I can make a better dot than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A yellow dot, a green dot, a red dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with red, and she discovered that she could make, do you know what blue and red make? Purple, right. She made a purple dot. Vashti kept experimenting. Lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on a bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. Do you see how that looks? So she painted the edges to shape a dot without actually painting a dot. That's called negative space. Isn't that cool? At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Look at all of the dots. Isn't that incredible? Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're really a great artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Who does that sound like? Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, what do you think she's going to say? "Please sign it." And that's the end. Wow. What do you think? Did you see how her teacher inspired her and encouraged her just to make a mark and to see how it went? And that kind of got her started. And then she took that same kindness that her teacher had shown her to encourage and inspire someone else. Isn't that awesome? I love that story. Sometimes we just need someone to believe in us and to help us to believe in ourselves, right? And that is something you can do for yourself and for others. Be an encourager so that you can help someone be the best they can be. All right, let's take a look at our story, our reading power chart. And today we're looking at the sequence of events. So here we have the beginning, the middle, and the end. And I have a couple of guiding questions that we're going to answer. All right? So let's take a look. On this guiding question, it says, who is the main character? And this one says, what is the problem? So let's think. You know, part of being in camp are bugs. So pardon me while I get rid of something that should not be in our camp. Oh, you're supposed to take care of that, Scooter. All right, who is the main character and what is the problem? Let's find out. Do you remember who the main character? Who is the story mostly about? There were several characters. There was the teacher, there was Vashti, and there was the boy. But who was the most of the story talking about? Right, Vashti. Good job. Vashti's the main character. And what is the problem that she has? Do you remember? Right, she's frustrated, right? She feels like she isn't a good artist, and she feels like she's not creative. She's having trouble getting started, isn't she? Yeah. Has that happened to you before? Yeah, it has happened to me. I think it happens to everyone. But the important thing is just to keep trying and not give up. So let's take a look at what happened in the middle of the story. I have a question. How do the characters work to solve the problem? So the problem was she doesn't feel like she's a good artist. What did they do to help solve that problem? Right, the teacher asked her just to make a mark. And then when she did, what did she do? She asked her to sign it. And then she framed it. What do you think, Vashti, how do you think she felt when she walked into art class the next week and saw her dot framed like a beautiful piece of art? What do you think that did? I think she felt proud, right? She thought, oh, my teacher thought it was good enough to frame. And then that kept her trying to make it even better. All right, let's see what else. That was in the middle. And how is the main character changing? We talked about that, right? First she was frustrated. She didn't even want to make a mark on the page. But because her teacher encouraged her, that is all that she needed. And by framing her piece of art, it really told her to do some more. And she did. And she made dots all over the place. And then let's look at the end of the story. Do you remember what happened at the end of the story? Let's see what this question says. How was the problem solved? She believed in herself, right? She felt inspired by her teacher, and the problem was solved because she knew she could be a good artist, and she believed it. And then let's see what the last question says. What lesson does the main character learn? What do you think she learned in that? What would you learn? What could we learn from that story? I agree. I think she learned to never give up, to keep trying. Sometimes when we're doing things that are new or difficult for us, it might not turn out exactly the way that we thought when we started. But that doesn't mean it's wrong or it's bad. It just means it went a different direction than maybe we had thought it would. And we could try again and do it a different way. So I think she solved her problem by believing in herself and having confidence. Now, did you see any community building going on in that story? How did the characters make each other feel like they belong? Right, the teacher made Vashti feel like she belonged by encouraging her work and framing it. How did Vashti do some community building? She passed that along to the next boy, right? To the boy that said he couldn't draw, that he wanted to be like her. She showed him that he could do it. I hope you're an encourager and a community builder wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you will be kind and encouraging to those around you, because that's what makes our community a great place to grow. All right, Scooter and campers, I have another joke. Are you ready? Okay, come up here, Scooter. All right, here's our joke. Why isn't there a clock in the library? Do you know? Why isn't there a clock in the library? Oh, he says he doesn't know. Because it talks too much. Get it? Tick, tock, tick, tock. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, you're clapping now because you want s'mores? Oh, well, whatever. I'll take it. All right. I have a great activity for us to bring our text to life. And this might be something that you might want to try at home. So let's head over to our art table and see what we can do. Come with me, mister. All right, you sit over here. You ready? Okay, sit right there. You got a front row seat. So Vashti made art by using a dot. So I have some dots today. Instead of painting one or drawing one, I thought it might be fun to make a collage with dots. Now, a collage is when you take bits and pieces and put them all together to make a picture. So I thought what we could do is you take your glue. I have 3 different size dots and they're all in different colors, right? So I thought what I would do is I'm going to stick on a dot, and then I might take another dot of a different color and put it here. You know what you could also do is take your dots and just put them on your paper to kind of see how you want to lay them out, so that maybe you don't want all the same colors next to each other. And then you could go back and lift them up and glue them. Once you get them in an arrangement that you like, you can put a little glue on them and stick them down to make them a little more permanent. And that might be a nice way to do it. That way you can change your mind if you don't like how you've placed them originally. Wouldn't that be a good idea? Yeah, so let's see, I'll do that. And then, oh, maybe I need a blue one. I'll put blue here. So this is one way that you can make dot art. Make sure you sign it. All right, my friends. Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh! I hope I see you back at camp tomorrow. Bye-bye.